Thank you. I'm Ted Poe. I'm from the great state of Texas, and I want to thank you. On behalf of my colleagues, this bipartisan delegation from the United States Congress, we want to thank you for what you do. And to the daughters of Iran and the sons of liberty, to you young people that are here, thank you for your energy. Thank you, young people, for being here in this fight. You are the ones who will lead the fight for a freer Iran. In my former days, I was a judge. Justice is what I believed in. It's what America believes in. But if the Iranian government was put on trial today, it would be found guilty of injustice. It would be found guilty of murder. It would be found guilty of the arrests of political and religious opponents. It would be found guilty of encouraging worldwide terror. And it would be found guilty of meddling in the affairs of other nations. That is why the Iranian government has got to go. And then there's Iraq. The last time I was in Iraq, I visited with Maliki. And I asked, as other members of Congress did at the time, that we wanted to go see firsthand the situation in Camp Ashraf, to see how those people were living. And he said, no. He refused to let members of Congress to see Camp Ashraf. Why? Because he wanted to hide the truth. He did not want us in the world to know what was taking place in Ashraf any more than he wants the world to see what's taking place in Liberty. He condemns the attacks, but no one is held accountable. Nobody's been arrested. Nobody's gone to jail. And the attacks continue. He is hiding the truth about what goes on. Today, while we are here, your friends and your family are in Camp Liberty. They have to hide in holes in the camp to prevent being injured by the possibility of more rockets coming in to Camp Liberty. There is no liberty in Camp Liberty. And I'm proud to have sponsored legislation with 100 co-sponsors in the House of Representatives condemning the innocents who have been attacked in Camp Liberty. Maliki is complacent and compliant in the attacks with the government of Iran. But we have had some success. Let us not forget that the United States finally has delisted the MEK as a foreign terrorist organization. That is a good thing. And since we have delisted the MEK, we ought to go ahead and list the Iranian government as a foreign terrorist organization. Last week, the United States Senate took steps to pass legislation to help address the safety of the residents in Camp Liberty, and that is good. It's a first step. It's a first issue. Make Camp Liberty safe, because it is the responsibility of us to do so. It has been said. It is the moral obligation of the world, but it is also the legal obligation of the United States and others to make Camp Liberty safe. And then expedite the removal of the residents of Camp Liberty where they want to go. And the United States needs to quit just talking about that. The United States needs to lead in the relocation of the residents of Liberty. Once we bring folks to the United States, other countries, our friends over here, they will take other residents. But we need to quit just talking about it. We need to act. You know, in Camp Liberty, there is no liberty. You don't have a right to a lawyer in Liberty. It is a prison, as Rudy Giuliani said, it's a concentration camp. It is no way to live, and the folks there need to be removed from Iraq. No more murders by the Iraqi government. No more interference by the Iranian government. And then countries will open their doors. The choice to bomb or not to bomb, the choice to give the bomb or to bomb Iran, that's not the choice. The choice is real simple. Let the people of Iran determine their own destiny, not the dictators. Rouhani is no friend of liberty. He has proven he's no friend of liberty. I call him a smooth-talking snake oil salesman. He is the big bad wolf of the desert. And it was no election for Rouhani, it was a selection. The people of Iran had the choice to pick bears to be eaten by or to pick a wolf. Some choice, some election. And the wolf is in charge. The first human right is the right to be free. It is the first right. All of us, all over the world, today and in the past and in the future, are born with this desire in our soul to be free, to govern our own destiny. And that is what should happen in Iran, your country, your homeland. And you've got the right leader to do that with Madam Rajavi. And thank you, Madam Rajavi, for what you do. And the next time we meet, hopefully, you daughters of democracy, you sons of liberty, we will meet again. We will walk together, shoulder to shoulder, in a free and liberated Iran as we walk the streets of Tehran together. Thank you.